Hey, this is Mac Gamer OSX. I'm testing out a brand new Panasonic Lumix G7H camera. It has a lot of great features on it. It's got Wi-Fi built into it. It does 4K 30 frames per second at 100 megabytes per second. And it does 1080p at 60 frames per second. It's not the top of the line anymore. It's not the greatest. It's purported to be the baby GH4. And perhaps that's true, but thus far, I've not been the most impressed with it. One of the issues that I have with it is that there's no, in the tests that I've done so far, taking still photos, the still photos have not been the greatest. I have to admit that the Sony a6000 took greater pictures or better pictures than that. So I'm a little concerned about that. That is something that bothers me.
Hello. Goodbye.
Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye.
Hello.
Get out of the way. Go away.
Do you need anything, honey?
No. For you to spend as little money as possible. I had a bad experience today out at the park with this. At least I felt it was, because some of the photos that I took I did not think was that great a quality. I'll go ahead and put them up. On the screen here so that you can see some of those and see for yourself what you think. I'll try to put some of the better ones up. I think that one of the issues was I bought an SD card that's 95 megabytes per second. I can't shoot 4K right now because the 4K records at 100 megabytes per second, and the Lumix G7 records the 1080p 60 frames per second at 28 megabytes per second. So it does just fine for the 1080p. So the whole reason I returned the Sony a6000 is kind of a moot point. Right now, you can get a great deal on this Panasonic G7. I got it for $252 off. You can get it for about $200 off from Amazon. I got Best Buy to price match it, and then for customer service, I got them to subtract $50 from the camera. So, in the end, I think I got a great deal on this camera. The question is whether this camera really is a decent quality. Now I'm using the kit lens that came with it, which is the 14 to 140 millimeter, and so utilizing that particular lens may be the reason why I haven't been getting as great photos and possibly video. The Sony a6000 seemed to get very vivid, very crisp, very detailed. Wow, there's a game going on over there. So it just, I'm not sure what to think of this. That's why I'm giving it another shot, and I'm trying this video here. And I shot a little bit of video earlier for a Let's Play to see how that turns out. You guys tell me what you think. What do you think of the video quality on this one and the audio quality? I can see myself in the viewfinder, so that's kind of a nice little feature as well, having the reticulating viewfinder, which I said I could live without, and truly I could in the face of quality. But, you know, maybe this is decent quality after all, and I haven't been able to shoot 4K yet because of the SD card. So perhaps I'm jumping the gun on wanting to return this camera after all. I mean, I've only had it for a day, and I've only used it for half a day. I'm going to zoom in. See, it does take just a second to zoom. This is zoomed in all the way. This is the furthest that it'll zoom. Look at that. It is trying to determine what to focus on. There's the focus on the hydrant, focus on the post, focus on the car, do a full 360 here and just see how that goes. Look at there. Now that's a pretty good picture going. Zoomed in on that tree right there. Woo. That's all the way zoomed in macro on a bush. That is several feet away from me. But let's see what happens when I move just a little closer. See if I can zoom in. All right, now let's be a little nosy and zoom in on the person walking the dog. That doesn't look too bad. That's way across the street. That's half a football field away, something like that. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing how some of this footage turns out. So let's go check it out. Let's see how good this is, see if this video is worth keeping.